Please welcome Iman Vellani. Ms. Marvel, welcome to The Daily Show.
Thank you, thank you.
Are you used to that yet? The fact that you are Ms. Marvel, and not just Ms. Marvel, by the way, not just Ms. Marvel, but you are officially, currently, the most liked show on Rotten Tomatoes in the Marvel universe. 95%. How does it feel?
It feels great. It's weird that like people who doubted us, like we're the underdogs now, and so the amount of actuallys in a sentence. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Actually, I think I'm kind of liking it. So that's my favorite part. Yeah.
You've been a fan for a long time.
A hot minute. Yeah.
I want to know how, because everyone has a story about how they became a fan of one of the Marvel characters that not everybody knows about.
Ooh, I mean, I was like 6 when Iron Man came out, so the MCU's always been in my life, and then like my high school's right across from a comic book shop, and I have a fattest crush on Robert Downey Jr., so I just like needed more Iron Man. So I was like constantly reading more Invincible Iron Man, and then I picked up Iron Heart, and then through her I found Kamala, and I was like, oh my God, brown person, who's this? And fell in love with her.
It feels like, I mean, it feels like you were made for this character.
It was crazy. I felt like the comics were written about me, for me, and only me.
Yeah, like it really does. Like, how many stories can you say where you go like, oh, who is this character? Okay, you know, here you have this girl who is born to immigrants from Pakistan, and then she's like living in this different world, and it's like you're that's wild. Like Muslim superhero.
Fully. It's crazy.
This is. I hope you were just Ms. Marvel for every Halloween. That's what I would do.
Ooh, I dressed up as her on Halloween when I was 15.
Oh, you did?
I fully manifested this. Yeah.
Did people know who you were?
No, I went to school and I was so excited. I had, like, my grandma helped me stitch the costume. And I went to school and everyone was like, oh, it's a cool Flash costume, man. I was like, are you kidding me? The lightning bolt doesn't mean Flash. But yeah, I had to go across the street, buy a Miss Marvel comic and just carry it with me so people knew who I was.
You had to reference the... You realize that's never going to happen again now, right? That's one of the coolest stories of all time.
Yeah.
You know, the story is really great because some people, you know, feel like it's a different world. They'd be like, oh, how do you have a Muslim superhero? And, you know, she's from Pakistan. But everyone doesn't seem to understand that every hero comes from somewhere and they just have their story and that it's just like normal for them. I love how the show is seamless. I love how it's just her story and she's a superhero.
Yeah, I think we've really like done what the comics did and organically incorporating diversity into her story. And it's not something that just like, it's not 100% her personality being Muslim or being Pakistani. It's just, she's this Avengers loving fanfic writing dork who just happens to be Muslim and Pakistani, and that side of her kind of, you know, guides her. It's her moral code, and it uplifts her and elevates her story in a really unique way that we really haven't seen in the MCU. So I think that's cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
It's super cool. The powers are cool as well. Okay, that was something I was intrigued by because like I remember seeing some of the old comics of Ms. Marvel, and she had like stretching abilities. And I know you can't give anything away, but you know, you have different powers in the beginning. It's like you can like shape shift things, and you can, you know.
Yeah.
Is that? Is she gonna get like more powers, or is
more powers?
Yeah.
There's purple light coming out of that.
I'm not being ungrateful. I'm just saying. That sounded like I was just asking if she's gonna get like different. Are there like things that you don't want to tell me anything? I see you. It premiered today, and then Disney told me, they're like, Iman's not going to tell you anything if you ask her about it.
I like swore an oath to Kevin Feige. I'm like, you will not get a Tom Holland out of me. Nothing's coming out.
No spoilers!
Yeah.
No spoilers whatsoever. So this is just the beginning. You realize this? You are, I mean, this is such a fun, wild story. Yeah. You got this role in one of the craziest ways possible, because I heard a rumor that you heard about this from like a family member. They didn't call you directly.
WhatsApp. Which is like funny because like brown people thrive on WhatsApp. So like the fact that this happened through a WhatsApp forward.
Well, how?
My aunt was a part of some brown group chat that she never opens, and one day she opened it and someone had forwarded this casting call and she sent it to me and I'm like, look, this is what a scam is. I'm not an actor, I can't, like, it was fully a blank page that said send headshot and resume here, Miss Marvel casting. I was like, okay. And then they sent self-tape and sides for the self-tape and NDA, and I was like, oh my God, it's real. I know exactly which comic books they pulled these scenes from. And so I wasn't gonna do it just out of like sheer fear of failure.
No, really?
Yeah, and then like 3 a.m. hit the night it was due. I was like, oh, I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? So I like don't know how self-tapes work, so I recorded my own voice as the other character and then lowered the pitch. So it sounded like I was talking to someone and then just like acted off of my own voice. And then the next day I get a call, they're like, do you have a lawyer? We wanna fly you to LA. I was like, cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what this means though, is now your aunt is gonna answer every single WhatsApp that ever comes her way. You've messed up her life. Like, she's never gonna be the same now.
She holds this on me now.
Yeah, congratulations on the show. Congratulations on it being so successful. Wonderful meeting you. Thank you for being here. Everybody's gonna watch. You can give us any spoilers. Ms. Marvel is streaming right now on Disney Plus. 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.